How you doing, guys? Comment, like, subscribe below on the channel. Today's a quick video. We're gonna see how it goes. It's gonna be a good video. Today is beware of the promiscuous man. Beware of the promiscuous man. A lot of men not gonna like this video, but I had to make it. Let's go. The quote will start: promiscuous men don't make kingdoms, and promiscuous women are not married or get into any relations with noble men. A lot of times in this culture, a lot of times people praise promiscuity. People praise not making good choices of partners. As a man, it's a little bit understandable. But as a man that you want to build your own kingdom, you want to build your castle, you want to build your land, that is not a good thing. It's not. Especially being promiscuous. Being promiscuous means that you're not careful. Being promiscuous, you go out of whim. You're not careful in your choice of partners. And being a promiscuous man, you're not focused on your goal at all. I'm telling you. You can only serve one God, I would say. And if you're a promiscuous man, your head is all over the place. Especially if you don't got your stuff together. But your stuff won't be together if you're a promiscuous man. Your stuff won't be together if you're a promiscuous man. Because you allow anything and anybody to come in. You're basically like a female. A promiscuous woman she'll go she has that shiny object syndrome. You see shiny object, shiny object, just keep going over with shiny object syndrome. As a man, you can't do that. As a man, you have to have focus, laser focus on the mission, on the prize, and the goal ahead. It is not even good for women to be promiscuous, but it's definitely not good for a man to be promiscuous. I'm telling you that right now. I know I lost some subscribers right here. I know some people looking at me crazy. Like, what are you talking about, Daniel? I can't be promiscuous? No. You can be promiscuous if you want to be a nobody. You can be promiscuous if you want to be a bum. You want to be a loser, lame. Oh yeah, be promiscuous. Oh, be promiscuous, all right? Watch you catch something. Watch you catch something. Watch you build. Your kingdom was not going to be built. You're going to be still living in the basement of your mama's house. You're still going to be living in the basement of your mother's house. Being promiscuous. Because you have a shiny object syndrome. Anything with a fat, big old booty and a smile, you just run directly to it. Oh yeah, this is what I like, this is what I like. Everything you go, you just shiny object syndrome. I see this every day. Every day. I was talking to one of my bros, and we were talking about leveling up, and he just not listening to a word I'm saying. I'm like, I'm looking, he's busy looking at another girl, a girl. He rushing over there, doing the digital dash to talk to her. And he don't got his stuff together. And I look at him, he don't got his stuff together. Always choosing. Since he's promiscuous, he's always choosing. Nobody's choosing him. He's always choosing. You think the king is always begging for attention? If you have your own kingdom, you're a man working on yourself. Are you going to beg for attention? Are you going to sit down in the corner and beg? No. You're building your kingdom. You don't have to do that. But since you didn't build your kingdom, since you just over here, you have a shiny object, you're just looking at anything to stuff. Like Thanksgiving turkey. Trying to get you willy wet. That's the only thing you're worried about. And I understand. When you're young, oh yeah, I understand. But if you want to build, the faster you deny those pleasures, the faster you have control of yourself, is the faster you can level up. So people choose you. People want to be in your life. I always say, as a man, you got to create. As a man, you have to create yourself. You will see a link of a video I did. This is one of my best videos, Why Being a Man is Hard. A man, you have to create yourself. I wrote this quote down. A man has to create his value. He starts with nothing, and he has to fight the world for everything, every day, all the time. Every day you wake up is a fight. Every day you wake up is a fight in the world. Somebody wants to take it from you. Somebody is testing you. Somebody's testing your manhood. Every day you got put on the armor. Nowadays we're not going outside with real armor, but nowadays we're going out financially, physically, mentally, spiritually. We go out there in the world and we're fighting every day. If you're a promiscuous man, you're not ready for war. You're not ready for the battle at hand. You're not ready for the battle at hand. There's a reason why boxers, before they get in the ring, they're abstinent. Mike Tyson, he said he was abstinent for 5 years, and look what happened to his career. That's sexual transmutation. But then when he started double down, being a promiscuous man, look what happened to his career. I'm not saying you can't get any. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, you as a man, you have to have honor, you have to have purpose, you have to have a measure stick. You just can't dibble and dabble at anything. Trust me on that one. Trust me on that one. Because a promiscuous man will dibble and dabble in anything. And everything. And if you're a female watching this, just believe that. All these traits I'm about telling you, best believe that. Be careful of the promiscuous man. It's different if the man got stuff again, girls are going to him. Because it's understandable. But it's also different when you're dealing with a man who doesn't got nothing together, but he's chasing. He's never going to have his stuff together. I promise you that. And if you're a man watching this, you're not going to ever have your stuff together. If you're a man, you're always out there chasing. Tail. Always out there looking for the next nut. Like a squirrel. Best to believe your foundation, your kingdom will never be built. You're not even going to have land. You're not even going to have land. You have one of these guys that are going to depend on the female to provide for you. Instead of you being your own man, building your own kingdom. And you're going to get mad. Oh, this and that. Oh, there's people, you know what I mean? Oh, the rich, this and that. No, blame yourself. You're a promiscuous man. And in this quote, promiscuous men don't make kingdoms. Promiscuous men don't create value in the world. Because dingling, and a woman could get dingling anywhere. I promise you that. If a woman wants, she can get it anywhere. Trust and believe that. Make a Tinder account and just put a fake profile up as a woman. See what happens. See what happens. So there's no value in this. The value in a man is what he creates. His kingdom, that's his value. Just body, how does he look? You should be worried about nothing if your body ain't right, your money ain't right, your spirituality ain't right, your mind ain't right. You should not be focused on, man, I'm just trying to get it weird, man. I'm about to holler at shorty. You shouldn't be worried about that. You should be worried about building a kingdom. You should be worried about creating success. That's what you should be worried about. A lot of men have their minds distorted. They end up worshiping the world, worshiping women instead of worshiping the Most High. Instead of following and having the right mind and right sound, the right body. And I know I'm going to lose some subscribers when I make this video. I'm going to gain or lose. That's only because this video is too raw. Every time I see a man be promiscuous, every time I see a man not focusing on his goals, because when you're promiscuous, you don't got time. As I said, you don't have time to focus on your goals. You don't have time to build a kingdom. You're building somebody else's kingdom, but you're not building yours. All you spend your time, resources, and energy is to get your willy wet. That's all you're doing. And that doesn't have an ROI on it. You don't have an ROI on it. I never met a man like, yo, I'm messing with. I have her and I got a car. That's the mess with some like sugar babies, sugar mamas. But no, I don't be hearing that. Like, I spent this, I spent that, I spent this, I spent that. Oh, I'm tired. Even if you don't spend, I'm tired. I gotta talk. You gotta spend energy. Nothing in the world is free. Nothing in the world is free. And you gotta realize self-control is authority. Having self-control of yourself is authority. Knowing that you could do it, but you're just like, nah, I don't want to. And that creates respect. You don't know how many times, well, I got offered, I'm like, yo, right now, I gotta make sure I'm right. I'm right now. Oh, what? Did he just say what I think he just said? Oh, nah, something's up. Because I'm like, I have to have self-control. I gotta achieve my goals. But if you come here, oh, you want something? What you getting ready? You ripping your pants off and everything already. No self-control. Like, this guy probably had nothing like a year. You're all fat, out of shape, got no money in the bank, still living in your mama's house, don't got no car, and you're being promiscuous. Me, I always say this: do what works. Don't be promiscuous for 6 months. I always say 6 months test. 6 months test. So my 6 months test, I have a program down below. Mainly workout. Try that program if you want to get right. But 6 months test. Don't be promiscuous for 6 months. Don't be a promiscuous man for 6 months. See how your life is. Try that. Don't go out chasing. If something comes, something comes. But don't go out there chasing. Don't go out there being thirsty. Especially if you don't got your stuff together. Especially if you don't got no kingdom. Because you don't have no value. You're worthless. If you die today, nobody will even think twice. Oh, you died? Oh, that's crazy. That's all they're going to say. Oh, that's crazy. R.I.P. Post some few R.I.P. pictures on Facebook and Instagram and on social media platforms, and that's it. Within a week, that's about time. That's about it. Your immediate family was filled, but besides that, the world don't care. Because you didn't create no value. You don't have no kingdom. Because you're busy out here being promiscuous. Nothing good comes out of this. Disease and pestilence comes from being promiscuous. For being promiscuous, that means you're an emotional man. Your gas, your car and your gas is lust and emotions. And you feel like your power comes from doing that, from being promiscuous, when that's not no power at all. I always say this: if you have your own kingdom, people could come. When you don't have your own kingdom, you have to go to other people's kingdoms and ask and beg. That's what you get for being promiscuous. You don't have a kingdom for yourself, so you have to go to somebody else's stead. How you doing, Miss Johnson? And I just seen you outside, Miss Johnson. You know, you 500 pounds, Miss Johnson, but it's not about you, Miss Johnson. You got 6 kids, but I still want to deal with you, Miss Johnson, because I got no other choice, Miss Johnson. I don't got no kingdom on my own, Miss Johnson. That's what you're basically saying to yourself. I mean, the position I'm at right now in my life, me personally, I'm building a kingdom. I don't got no time to go out here running the streets and being promiscuous and having lust within me. And every time I try to do that, my life was not good. Every time I try to do that, I attract the wrong people in my life. Because that's not a masculine or alpha thing to do. It's not. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care how people make it seem. I don't care how people can stretch it. I stand on this. If you're a promiscuous man, you're not about anything, and you're going to go down in life. Because you're not building a kingdom. Emotion is just thriving in you. Emotion and lust is just filling you up. You don't have no self-control of yourself. And you can't create. If you're using your energy always to have sex, you can't create something. You're not sexually transmutating. That's why I believe in semen retention and no fat. If you have to fight the world and you're always draining yourself in the bed, how can you fight the world? Have you seen a man that's always busting nuts? He's the most calmest person. He's like a baby. He ain't no threat. Now see that man came from the mountain for 6 months. They ain't get nothing for 6 months. Oh, he coming down with vengeance. His testosterone was filling his veins. He been in my power meditating, probably thinking about the higher things of life. Meditating on the higher power. Been working, thinking, scheming about how to build his kingdom, and he's coming down with a vengeance. He's coming down to steal what you got. He's coming down to beat you. Oh, he's building his kingdom. You don't have a kingdom. And he's coming there to beat you in life. Not physically beat you in life. He probably spent 4 or 5 years, 6 months, that's for sure. Probably 5 years down there. 5 years he's been working on himself. 5 years he's been lifting. He's been working out 5 times a week. Those 5 years he's been working on a business, or he's been saving and investing his money. For 5 years he learned the skill. For those 5 years he's a different person than he came down. He came up the mountain. He went through trials and tribulations. He went to war. He fought the lions and the tigers. He had to learn how to make a fire. He had to learn to build things with his hands. He didn't have time to get none because he had to work. He had to kill for what he wanted. There are times he probably had starving nights. So he's coming down the mountain now with a kingdom built. Vengeance. Testosterone filling his blood. He's looking strong and fierce like a man. Why you over here just laid up? Oh, man, damn, that's busting like 5 notes, man. Got nothing to show for your life. Got nothing to show for your life. But he's gonna come down. In the game of life, he's gonna come down, beat you anytime, every day, on any field. And guess who's choosing him now? Guess who's choosing him? The ladies now look at him. What? He has a scar, battle scars from fighting in the jungle. Dang, he's built like a man. Has forearms of a man, a body of a man. Dang, he has his stuff together. He has his own place. He built a place in the mountain. He built a path so he could go up in the mountain now at ease. There's a path in the mountain he built. Well, dang, he has that. He knows how to hunt. He's bringing that. And when he knows how to hunt in the real world, that means he knows he's getting that money. He's getting to that bag. But they don't want you no more. You got nothing to show for it. And the things you're going to get is scraps. Things that a nobleman won't want. Since you'll be promiscuous, that man who's worked and busted his butt doing what he got to do. He went out there, put it in the mud, working in the mud to do what he got to do. He's going to get the de la creme. He's going to get the 8, 9s, and the 10s. You're going to get up to size 12s and up. You get the 1, 2, 3s, 4s. And even the 1, 2, 3s, 4s deep down inside don't want you, but they know they can't do no better. Like, I can't do no better, so this is the best I could do. Hey, they sleep on a cot. But a man, the king of the mountain, he built himself. And there are times he knows he has to fight for his throne. So there are times that he just goes, he's like, I want to be alone, I gotta meditate. I want to be alone, I gotta read. I want to be alone, I gotta work out. Because he knows that every day, a man has to create his value. Every day, he has to fight the world for everything. Every day he has to go out there and hunt. Every day he has to go out there and build a legacy for himself. This ain't sweet. This is not sweet. He's not hopping in DMs. People are hopping in his DMs. You think person who builds his value, not even Drake is a big person, just a local person who has a check on their Instagram, you think that they, even if they do hop inside somebody's DMs, they respond and they're like, what, check? Whoa. Who's this guy? But there's multiple people going to their DMs. He's getting chose. He's a king now. Kings don't go out there begging, how you doing, miss? No. People choosing him. People want to work with him. People want to be around him. He has a sphere of influence. And he did all this by not being a promiscuous man. He did all this by not being a promiscuous man. The promiscuous man is always spending the little that he has. Now, there's a good quote by the Bizio says, a fool and his money is not supposed to be together in the first place. He's always spending it, going on dates, going this and that. Always spending it, not on himself, but on a woman. for his lust, for his emotion. You really want to wait. What's going on now? I don't know what's going on. That's how they got it. Doesn't have no money saved up. He's not working out. He's not focused on spirituality. He's not focused on his health. He's not focused on his wealth. So basically, you just got a skeleton of a human being. He's a man with balls and a cock, and that don't make a man. That if he dies today, it doesn't mean nothing. So as you can see, being a promiscuous man doesn't have any upside potential, but only downside potential. And I always say, do the math. Do the math. Look at your men that's always out there, always looking around for, always hustling, always looking for girls, always all the time, just women, all the time. That's all they worry about. See how their life is. Now see the men who worked and made value for themselves. See what happens. I work at a hospital. There's one director. He don't go out there. Oh, you don't know. People choosing him. People want to work with him. But the maintenance guy or the person who's not making that much money in the hospital and they're not working on their goals, they're not working on themselves, they're the ones that always going up, always trying to holler, spit game all the time. The guy, the astronaut, the directors and everything, and I seen this in life, they're not doing that because they've been producing, they've been building, they haven't been focused on promiscuity. They've been in school. While other people party, they've been in school. While other people party, they've been studying on their business, they've been working on their business. This is the dangers of being a promiscuous man that you cannot pay, that you cannot afford. So go out there and be the best version of you could be. And if females watch this, be careful of men that have these traits. And I'm gonna have another one. Don't think I got on the guys. I'm gonna get on you girls later. I'm gonna have another video. Be careful of the promiscuous women coming up. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification button, share this video to somebody. Tell me what you think about the video. Tell me in the comments down below. Don't be scared. If you hate me, say, you hate me. If you like me, say you like me. I'm trying to reach, a good amount of subscribers. Subscribe to this channel. Fire content coming out weekly, daily, monthly. Danny K out.